Alright, and we are live. What's up, guys? This is T-Bone here. Sort of an off-hour stream, if you will, for the game. I decided I wanted to try something a little bit different, and it's going to be about Disgaea RPG. I've played it for a little over a week now, and there's a new event that's just started, and I wanted to wait for it to reset so that I could do everything. And I thought I would just kind of go through the gameplay. Really enjoy the game so far. Been playing it non-stop for a week now, and I feel like this is sort of the game that I really enjoy. It has the kind of flow and the sense of progress, and everything about it has been really great. And as my banner says, it's a really good free-to-play game as well. You can take a look and see I have over 15,000 gems right now, which is enough for me to do 10 summons. Okay, and there is a new event that's happening. There's a New Year's event, so they have also with it a new type of summoning where you can get new characters and also some of the same ones to help you upgrade. And so I guess before I do the summoning, I'm just gonna go through the gameplay and kind of talk about things that I'm doing right now, what I think about it, and just overall sort of my thoughts about this. And so let's see. Mount Fillmore, welcome to the stream. You think your PS2 copy is still steel? You should try it out. At least, try out the mobile version of it. I think it's really good actually so far. And so you can see here 15,000 gems that I've earned just through the gameplay. As you're going through sort of the campaigns and the multiple different modes, you're going to be earning them. And so we'll go into the dimension gates, right? So I guess I'll kind of quickly go over this since the last time I streamed it. I didn't really know what was going on, but now here is your sort of your strongholds, your headquarters. This is where everything is going to be. Whenever you accomplish something, you're going to have either missions or gifts or something that you can claim in here. That's where you go. And on a daily basis, there are different missions that you can accomplish. And so, for example, if you summon a character, you're going to get some items. And if you use your activity points, so every time you do something, you get activity points. You also gain items as well. So this is where you can kind of check in to get items. But generally, what I do is I just come in here just to claim my gift. Most of the time is spent here deciding on whether I want to go through the main campaign, or one of my favorite activities is to go through these daily activities that help you earn experience points and also get gold and something for you to level up your characters. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look also at my party right now. So if you take a look at the characters I have, I am currently at level 600 for my main character. Laharl and also Etna are my two main characters. I also have the Magin Etna, which is a card that here I got for free. For logging in, and I'm currently leveling her. I have her at 400, but I am leveling her up to 500 right now. So I'm trying to decide who to push up more afterwards. I got Noelle, which is a free character from an event that just finished. It was the Christmas event, so I managed to get Noelle, and I managed to get 3 copies of her. So I was able to get her. I forget the term now. I think it's nether enhancement. So I was able to enhance her a couple of times using duplicate copies. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go and play one of the events where we're going to get our experience. So this is how you can gain a lot of experience. We're going to go into Gate of Experience 4. That's the level I'm able to get to right now. So as I get stronger, I'm going to go ahead and continue to increase the level of difficulty. And right now what we're going to do is we're going to just pick we're just going to pick an ally, and then we're going to make sure that we have the correct party in here to make sure we have the units that we want to level up. And in this case, it's going to be I'm going to be leveling up my Etna. I think that I could try and level up these other characters. So I have also Desco at, I just reincarnated her so she can get up to level 400. And I guess this is possible. I think I could do this. Let me just set my party up a little bit, because I'm going to put in one more character in here that can help me out. So right now there's 2 characters I'm going to try and level up, and so in order to do that, I need to make sure that I put in, I guess I'll put in Cecile. So let's go ahead and play this, and I'll show you some tips and tricks as well on how you can play this. So let's go ahead and battle. So when I'm playing, this game, I have it on auto. And right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, okay, I can't do this here because the enemies attack first anyways. What I wanted to do is I wanted to save my character that, you know, is at level 1. And one of the things you can do is you can lift up a character. So what you do is you lift up any character in here and you can save that character from being attacked. So whenever you lift up somebody, for example, that character is safe from being attacked, and therefore you will have, you know, the ability to keep them alive if you have missions for like, hey, you want to keep all of your units alive. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and play. So you can choose to auto fight as well. So here I can use my skills if I wanted to. And at level 600, it's easy for me to get through all of these. And so what I'm doing is I'm using 3 characters that are capable of dealing enough damage to all of the enemies to carry the team, while 2 of them are going to benefit from getting the experience points. And so this is what I've been doing, just a lot of farming, a lot of, you know, upgrading, get my characters as high level as possible so I can get through the main campaign. It actually gets, you know, it gets pretty difficult relatively quickly. So there is the easy, the medium, and the difficult missions, and I'm barely able to finish the easy one right now. And so there's still a long way to go for me, but I'm really enjoying the sort of just like the concept of this right now. It's no different than a lot of the gacha games, or a lot of the systems very similar. But for me, like, I like the flow. I like I like the amount of progress I feel like I'm gaining from it, and just overall, just, you know, it's easy to pick up and spend, you know, 10-15 minutes playing it, and then sort of come back to it afterwards. And just, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and auto fight for now, so you can sort of see what's happening here. And like literally, like for a fight, sometimes what I'll do is I'll start a fight and I'll go take care of something real quick, come back, and then I'll be done just in time. And so it's, you know, it's just very relaxing for me. Like it's not anything that I need to really worry about, but just, you know, something fun. And then if I lose, then at least I know that, okay, there's still ways for me to improve, and then I can focus on that. And nothing more sashimi for dinner. Yes. So let's see, you're gonna go and predict that these gens will eventually dry up. Yeah, so I think that it's only been a week for me, and I'll kind of talk about sort of their system here as well. So here I'm just gonna talk about, like, I just finished the experience 4, and you can see I have a character at level 1, and then I have characters at 406. And you'll see that my level 1 character is now gonna jump up to level 258, which will then allow it to become immediately useful in my next fight. All right, so I will be going back to this. So, like, my daily goal is to use up all of the fights here. So there's, you know, experience. Then there is also various different gems. These gems are to allow you to increase your max level. So every time you hit max level, so right now my max level is 600, I can reincarnate. That allows me to go up to 700. You can go up by 100 levels each time. And every time you reincarnate, you go back to level 1. And then you go through the same process again to level up. And so my goal is to hit the cap as quickly as I can. And then I will, you know, continue to challenge the new levels. But besides this, there's also the main story. So you can see right now, my main story, I finished five episodes. The 6th episode is a little bit more difficult because the max so enemy levels at 420, which is already higher than some of my main characters. And so I need to level them up. I need to reincarnate them and get them to level 500 so that I could pass this. The last level of episode 5 was really difficult. It took me a while to get through. All right, and so let's talk about currently there's an event going on, the New Year's event as well. So then you can see I already had a mission there. There's also special missions that's new for this event. So you can see there's 12 days where you can finish some stuff, and if you finish all of the items, you can get 500 gems for completing the first one, another 500 for the second one, and then another 500 for the third one, like different tiers, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and the degree of difficulty kind of increases as you go on. But if you can finish all of the missions, you can also get a 4-star summoning ticket, so you can get a unit there. So these are, you know, these are just really good and easy ways to earn items as a free-to-play player, which I really like. And so you can see, you know, one of the things here is to go through the main story, you know, clear the history stages, and there's an item world, which I will talk about not in this episode, but I'll talk about it in the future. And you can also see here we clear the gate of experience, which we just did. You can also clear the gate of hell. That's to collect your gold, your gold, if you will. And then also you can clear other items. Like just by playing through, you're going to earn these items and these rewards, and then it's a good way to earn things. Now, I think Mount Fenwar's point is, at some point, it's going to be exceedingly more difficult to earn the coins for you to be able to do summoning, and that is potentially true, right? But I think that right now, at the very minimum, there is enough to do, and I've earned enough here that I don't have to use them all up, but I do plan to do quite a bit of summoning here so that we can see what's going on. So let's go ahead and claim our first free one to start. Then we're going to take a look at the special event. Then we're going to open up a bunch more, summon a bunch, and see what we get there. And I guess really like what I wanted to do in this particular video, there's really no like specific like topic I wanted to discuss. There's a lot of other people with like very dedicated videos on this, and I can't say that I am one of those people that can give you the best advice right now. I just wanted to get the word out there. This is a fun game. I enjoy it. It's been a while since I've really been excited about a game that I get. Or I should say, oftentimes I'll get a game. I'll start a game and I'll get excited about it for a couple of days, and then I kind of move on to something else. I feel like this game, at least for me for now, is something that I probably can enjoy for a while longer without too much pressure. And there's no guild aspect of this, so this is purely a personal game, and so you play it as you wish, however you want. All right, so we just did a summon. We got a 2-star there, and any unit you get is still going to be useful. I'll talk about a little bit, but we can talk about the sort of the new events. And so you can see here they have various types of summoning. So this was the Netherworld New Year summon, and in this one you'll notice it says paid gems. So they actually have this concept where you can earn free gems or you can purchase paid gems, and they are categorized differently. And so what that does is if you use paid gems to open up something, you get better rates. But if you use the free-to-play gems, then it'll be a different rate, although you can still earn similar items, and you have different. So you can see here, this Netherworld New Year summon is for the free-to-play gems, whereas this one, it's paid gems, and it gives you rates as well. So you can see here, it's approximately 1% to get a tired Rosalind, Yukimaru, Lahara's of 0.08%. And if you take a look at the free-to-play one, if you take a look at the rate here, you can see that the rate is a little bit lower at 0.7% potential for a tired Rosalind and 0.7% for Yukimaru. So it is a little bit lower, but at least they're transparent and open about it, right? And it's a gacha game, and so it is important to understand what you're getting yourself into. So for me, I think that just being responsible for with how you use your gems and what you purchase is going to be be able to help you go a long way here. I enjoyed it, not necessarily for the summoning, but just for the ability for me to level up and get stronger. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at, I wanted to do this one. Which one is it? I wanted to do a summoning of the, is it the premium? I think I wanted to do the Netherworld, right? I wanted to do the Netherworld for a couple of reasons. I want to try and pick up the tired Rosalind. I think she's listed as one of the SS, like if they had a tier, I think this is one of the top tier characters. Lahara is my main character, so if I can pick him up, I would like to try and nether enhance him as well. Etna, I already have multiple copies of her, so getting more of that would be useful. Any of these characters really I think would be good, and there's chances for me to pick those characters. And if you take a look at the regular sort of premium summon, if you take a look at the rates here, there's a little bit better rate for me to get Laharo, for example, but then I don't get a chance to get some of the other ones. I think Velvet Torres is also a really good character. So I'm going to spend some of my gems on the new one. Not going to be spending all of my gems on this one, but I'm definitely going to go back and forth. And so we've got Li Shang and Alex Thruster. Thanks for joining me, guys. This is not going to be a Legendary Game of Heroes stream. This is just me playing this game, Disgaea RPG, and I'm just going to be opening up some, doing some summons. We're going to go and play some events, and then I'll kind of talk about like my gameplay and how things go. Just trying to spread the word. Hope you enjoy this. Join me for a ride here. All right, so let's go ahead and open up So we're going to summon 10 characters with 1500 nether quartz. I have 15,000, so I can do 10 if I wanted to. I'm not sure if I'll spend all 15,000 right away, but at least I'll do a few. All right, so let's go ahead and open up and see what characters you get. Hopefully get a couple of 4-star characters. I'll be really happy if I get the Tyre Rosalind, because she is a really strong character. Lahara will be good, Entna will be good. Any of these 4-star characters would be good for me to get. And so let's just see what we get here. So far, nothing that shows that we're going to be getting any 4-star characters, but there always may be a surprise here. Prinny is also not a bad unit to get, to be honest, because I can use it to awaken to level 4 eventually, and that's going to be helpful. All right, so far all 2-star characters. And so this is not a great pull right here. And so we're going to have to pull a couple of times. And so yeah, so all 2 stars. This is the nature gacha. This is why I save up for it. Because if I saved up just 1500 gems and I went in on this one and got this kind of pull, it's going to feel pretty bad. So we're going to try and even out the odds a little bit. We'll do probably 4 to 5 summons with this in this new event and see if we can get something useful. Like I said, if I get Lahara, it's going to help me with another enhance. If I get Tyre Rosalind, that's going to be really good. And Malformer will go for broke. I can always reroll. Like, technically I could always just restart if I wanted to. Like, you know, the nature, like the fun thing about this game is I could do that probably. So okay, we got at least one super rare and at least one extremely rare 4 stars and 2 3-stars. So this is a much better pull already, with the potential for some surprises. Like at my very first pull, I got 2 surprise 4 stars. I'm hoping for another one here. This one is going to be a 4-star, and we got Kilia. So Kilia is pretty good. I don't think it's rated quite as high, but you know, having a 4-star character is always good. Looking forward to developing it. And so we're also going to get 2 3-star characters here. So the first one is going to be a Succubus. And then we're going to get a Phelan as well. So this is a monster card. I'm playing mostly humanoid rather than monster right now, although having a good monster build is going to help with Desco. I'll talk about it a little bit as well. So like if you sort of pay attention to the tier lists that some people have been providing, Desco is going to be a really good one. Alvarez is Lahara is going to be another one, and Velvatoris is the 3rd one. So these 3 are all really good. So that's number 2. We're going to go ahead and do another summon. We'll do probably 2 more after this, and we'll go back to the regular summon. We'll see how things go. But like I said, there are definitely units that I would like to see here, and it'll be interesting to see out of the 10 potential pulls, what I get out of it, and then what that means for me afterwards in terms of, like, you know, my ability to get stronger. All right, so this one is going to turn out to be a 4-star unit, and we get Yukimaru. So this is one of the feature units, so that's good. And then let's see if we get any more here. So all the great ones are going to be 2 stars, but we got one of the main feature ones. That's Yukimaru. We got Kilia, and still waiting to see if I can get a Tyre Rosalind, and see if I can get Lahara. So that was pull number 3. Let's go for number 4 right now. It looks like probably 2 good pulls in this one right here. Probably 2, based on just what I saw like as a preview, right? I think I saw 2 shinies. And that just, okay, so the shinies are super rare, 3 stars as opposed to 4 stars. So I get a dragon zombie. I have a couple of those already, so I'll be able to get it to 4-star. And this one is another dragon. Okay, so let's hope that some of these are going to be surprises, but we'll see. Like, not really holding my breath for that one, but so far just all 2 stars. So that was pull number 4, and here you go. There's a surprise, right? Like, you think it's 2 stars, but it turns out it's actually a 4-star unit. Let's see which one this is. And another Kilia. So now I can at least already get Kilia, and I can enhance it 1 time. I think you can enhance a character 10 times, so you can get like 10 duplicates and then get it to max enhancement. Every time you enhance it, you should know benefits, like you get stats increase and all that stuff. And so this is how you grow your characters over time. You can also awaken them with all of these 2 stars, 3 stars as well. This feels really high sodium. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay, so this is pull number 5, and so far we've got 2 Kilias and a Yukimaru, right? So those are the 3 4-star units that we got. And let's see what else we get here. So we can also awaken these 3 stars eventually to 4 stars. So just because they're not like super or extremely rare to start with, I think there are some characters that you can also get up to 4 or 5 stars, and they can be useful. So any of these monsters really would be good. And so there's another Phelan. We'll be able to sort of play around and see how these go. All right, so no 4 stars for my 5th one, and this one is a blue succubus as opposed to the red one. Yeah, so I guess are you, for you, if this feels like it would be a little bit if you feel salty about it, I mean, like, that's the nature of gacha, and like for me at least, in doing these summons, like, I save up these gems with the express idea that I'm going to spend it all on just a summoning, and I'm hoping that by increasing the number of summons I can get some good units here. And at least I was able to earn this within like 10 days of play. I understand I'm probably not going to get the same number of gems in the same amount of time moving forward, but right now I'm enjoying it, and I'm just going to continue to make progress as I need to. All right, so pull number 6, not a very good pull. So far our pull rate is about 1 in every 2 pulls we get a 4-star unit. 4-star unit, of course, being the best one, but 3 stars are not too bad either. So we did 6 pulls. We have enough for 4 more, so let's just keep going. I think out of the 10 pulls, I really would like to try and see if I can get a Ty Roslin. The reason why I keep talking about Ty Roslin is because one of her abilities is to basically increase all of your action points. So it increases your ability to, I think her ability is she benefits the whole team, and so they can use their special skills earlier rather than later, which can a lot of times really change the outcome of your match. And this one looks like a dud right here, all 2 stars. Looks like the very first pull. No surprises, no surprise 4 stars here. So this one is one of those really bad pulls, right? And so that was pull number 7. Let's hope for a better one for pull number 8. Li Shan, better pull in Legendary. Yeah, because you know why? Like, even if I get a bunch of 2 stars here, the reality is I can use those and awaken them into 3 stars. I can use them as, right? It helps me get my other units to be stronger. Whereas in Legendary, all of the things that you get that are not the event deck, useless, right? I'm getting really tired of it, to be honest with you, and so I'm looking for a little bit of change of pace. All right, so we have at least 1 guaranteed 4-star right now. We'll see what it is with another 3-star unit coming up, and this is the Ty Roslin, the one card I've been waiting for. Really wanted her. I'm really excited. This is really awesome, right? So this is the one I wanted to get, and I'm going to be using her in my lineup for sure. I'm going to be awakening her or reincarnating her for sure. That's what I'm going to be spending, sort of, I guess, probably next week to try and get her as high level as possible. Now, of course, if I can get more copies of her, then I can get her, get her Nether enhanced. And let's go and talk about her afterwards and sort of see these high tier units, why they're good, and why I was really going after her. All right, so I can open up 2 more tiers, 2 more summons. So let's go ahead and just open them all up, because I'm not actually using any of my gems for anything else, right? Like, I could, but I've just been able to get by without using gems. I've been using Hell, which is sort of like their equivalent with gold, to purchase items, and I was able to get things I need to. And so I haven't felt the need to actually spend gems on anything else. So all I've been doing is, and honestly, in a gacha game, that's what it's all about, right? Just doing summoning. All right, so we've got our Roslin, which is good, and we get a bunch of dragons, which, it would be interesting to try and field a dragon team. So what I've seen so far with the dragon skills is they have a lot of AoE attack, a lot of fires, and a lot of sort of attacks that can deal damage to the entire lineup. So it could be useful. Haven't really looked into it too much, but at least it's an option if I want to. All right, so let's see. So that was pull number 9. No 4 stars there, but a couple of 3 stars. 3 of them, 3 stars. So overall, not too bad. Waifu, thank you very much for saying that. All right, so this is going to be our last summon for 10 cards. We basically used it all on this particular New Year memory summoning, and let's hope for a good one for our last 10 summons. So we've pulled at least 4 4-stars, maybe even 5. I don't remember, 4 or 5 4-star out of the 10 pulls here. So that probably averages out to be, I don't know whether that's a good average or not, but 2 guarantees here. We got 2 guarantees already, and the very first one is going to be also a 4-star, and it's going to be Velvetaurus, another card that I don't have. This is another sort of top tier unit from as far as April ranking goes, so I am pretty happy about this. So I got another one that is also a top tier unit. We have 2 more to go that's going to be also really good, so let's see what they are. And this one is another surprise. We get another 4-star unit. So far this is a really good pull already, so you can see here. And we get our second attire Rosalind. All right, so this for my last pull has been just amazing. All right, oh my gosh, look at this. They know that this is my last pull, so basically they're putting out all the stops here, and we get our third attire Rosalind. I'll be able to nether enhance her already to 3-star. Well, not 3 stars. I'll be able to nether enhance her to level 2. All right. And I'm not even sure if I want to do that just yet. We're going to take a look at her abilities first. Definitely going to be a unit that I'm going to want to awaken. Fallen Angel Flone. I already have one of her, so this is a duplicate unit I have. And this one is going to be Sicily, another one I also have already. So duplicate copies, I'll be able to power up. This has been one incredible pull, all right? Just the fact that I was able to get 2 attire Rosalinds when I was looking for just a single one, that is really awesome. So take a look at this, right? So we've got 1 Velvetaurus, we got 2 attire Rosalinds, we got Fallen Angel Flone, and then we get 1 Sicily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 4-star units in a single pull. This is what we're talking about. Spent 15,000 free-to-play earned gems, and I got a ton of 4-star units. Super stoked. This is what I'm going to be doing with this afterwards. So now if we take a look at the party, okay, so if you take a look at the party, this is what you can do. You take a look at your character list, and you can see what we got to work with. So here is our attire Rosalind, and you can take a look at her skills. All right, so if you take a look at her skills, these are, you know, things that you can see what she does. So she has these skills, she has various spells, and she has like these weapon skills that come that she can use. So it looks like her forte is going to be bow. So we're going to be looking for a legendary bow from the event as well to help her equip. And if you take a look at if we want to get her nether enhanced, here is what we're going to do. We go to Mouse Lab, and then we can say, let's go ahead and do nether enhanced to power up our units. And if you take a look at attire Rosalind, here are all the effects, so you can sort of have a preview for what they do. Okay, so the very first time you nether enhance her, you're going to get all of the AoE damage dealt plus 15% to all of your allies. Okay, all of your allies will get a 15% enhanced AoE damage, which is huge if you run an AoE team. And then your stats is going to be increased by 30%. So I have 2 extra copies of her. That means I'll be able to get to at least any 2. At any 3, you get a unique skill, and then any 4 stats increase. All of these are sort of expected, and then you have increased experience, and you have allies with the highest action gauge will have, you know, plus 30% with attack and also intellect. So I think the very first one though, this effect is a really good one. You're increasing your entire team's AoE damage by 15%, and I think that that's what makes her a really good tier unit. We also got Velvetaurus, so let's take a look at Velvetaurus here. And in fact, I got 2 Kilia, so that's Kilia, that's not Velvetaurus. Here's Velvetaurus, and you know, if I get a second copy of Velvetaurus, I get all, like, just by going to any one, all of my damage dealt is going to be increased by 40%. All right, so there's just like a lot of benefits to increasing your units. I'm not going to do any of that just yet. What I want to do is I'm going to focus on leveling these units up. So we're gonna go like what we do is we go back and we say let's go back to our experience gate. We're gonna go to level 4 here. We're going to pick a unit here, and I'm going to switch out my party so that I can get the benefit of all of these leveling. And so I can do this by switching out my party. I'll switch her out for my Rosalind, and I'll switch my Disgaea for Velvetaurus. Yeah, we'll do that. And let's go ahead and battle. Empress Jennifer, how's it going? Welcome and thanks for joining me to stream here. So when you see me live, you can only think of legendary. So I try to keep my legendary streams and videos to like a similar time frame. I wanted to branch out, experience, do something a little bit different. And right now, I am really enjoying this game, Disgaea, and for me, I like the flow, I like the pace of it, and I like the fact that anything I get, even if I summon things that are 2 stars, it works toward making my entire setup, my main team, stronger. Okay, and so right now I'm playing auto, but I wanted to show you some pretty cool tricks. Okay, so let's see. So I have a unit that, unfortunately, I don't have any units that are weak. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack with her first. Then I'm going to show you this thing we call lift. Okay, so let's say I wanted to protect a unit. And if I wanted to protect my my Majin Etna, which only has 56,000 health, for example, I'm going to go ahead and lift her up. And so by doing this, what you're going to do is you're going to make her immune to damage, or at least they will not deal any damage to her. And so you're effectively reducing the total number of teams by 1, but at the same time you can gain you can have them all deal like tower damage, so you can like stack up multiple times and you can do some really good damage there. And right now what I have is I have all the animations turned off just to speed things up, but like it's actually a lot of fun to see some of these animations as well. It's just fun. And did you know that this game also is based in an anime, so you can actually catch some of the anime. I'm going to be catching the anime on Crunchyroll. You can actually watch some of that on Crunchyroll. So I'm just gonna kind of catch up to it. And so you can see here we are up to level 100, and so now what we need to do is we need to go and get it leveled up. And I probably shouldn't have used experience 4 for this, because I could go up to level 225, I think 258 or something like that with that level. So I think experience gate 3 would have been better. So I'm gonna go ahead and now reincarnate. So this is also what you do. So you can see here I have my Velvetaurus is at level 100 maxed out. I can go ahead and reincarnate, and then what that will do is it's going to increase its max level to 200, but then it drops its overall level to 1. And so now all I have to do is go back and play the experience gate one more time, and then give it up to level 200, and then keep going so forth. That's how you can quickly get them up to level 300, 400, etc. So pretty easy to do. You just have to sort of make sure that you collect enough of the items, and that's why on the daily basis what I do is I make sure that I collect these gems. And the way that you collect the resurrection gems is by playing this. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go also and play through here. Now this one you will not get as much experience, so I'm just going to go ahead and use my main team, and then we will collect the reincarnation gems. Once you get to a certain level, like if you want to get from reincarnation level from like 400 to 500, for example, I'm going to go ahead and auto this. It's going to require some special gems that you sort of have to farm at a higher level to get, and it costs you 3 in order to do reincarnation. So it sort of slows you down, but I was able to collect quite a bit because of the new event that came out. They gave you a ton of stuff, just a bunch of things for free that are really hard to farm, and so it's going to really help me out. But I'm at the point right now where I'm going to be picky with what I awaken and what I reincarnate. So with Rosalind, definitely going to bring her up as high as possible. Noelle's another one. Noelle's another one that is actually really good, because her passive ability is that she will heal your team every single turn based on her max health. So you can see she's already healing everyone. So she's only at level 400 right now. If I increase her to like level 1000, for example, her heal can be really good. it kind of falls off later on when the bosses deal like millions of damage to you, because you just can't catch up. But in sort of like the early mid game, she's a really good unit to use. So Mount Fenmore, let's say, do I get XP from using the characters, or do you have to use the XP potions? So you get experience for everything. You get experience in everything you do. So you can see here I'm playing in a mode that doesn't give me as much experience, but you can see every unit will have some experience gain. So the best way to do this is to get experience from the experience gate, and the most effective is to double or to do 1.5 times the experience, and I'll show you how you can do that. So this little shiny gem in the second one, that's what I'm looking for. So if you take a look, I'm going to quit battle here. If I try to reincarnate a high level unit, so Laharo, for example, is at level 600. If I try to reincarnate him to increase the max level to 700, it's going to cost me 4 of those shiny gems, and I've collected 14 of them because of the free, I got 10 of them for free, and so that's how I got so many. So I'm not going to use it just yet. Like I said, I want to amass a lot of them, and I want to figure out what's the best one for me to go. I want to figure out right now my main team. Now that I have a big collection of them, I'm thinking I'm definitely going to run Velvetaurus, Attire Rosalind, Laharo, and Majin Etna is going to be my 4, and I might run Noelle is my 5th one. We'll see. And so what I wanted to talk about is they have this thing called a Dark Assembly, where every day you have 100 points to use, and what you're basically doing is you're giving yourself a little bit of a boost every day. So one of them is you can increase your customer rank. What the customer rank gives you is ability for you to buy better things with your resources. So you can go into the shop. You can see I can buy gems if I wanted to. This is where I'm using real cash to buy gems. I haven't done that. I can buy items. I can buy items that help me with nether enhancement. I can do things with gems, or they call quartz, or I can use hell. Okay, so this is another resource. I have over 1 million right now, so I can just kind of spend and do everything. And by buying, if I buy 10 items, I'm going to go ahead and do this right now. So like every day, you should be buying these potions, because you're going to be fighting. Every time you fight, you're going to be using these action points, and you're going to need to fill up. So use your gold, buy this, or use your hell to buy this, and that's going to help you out. This is something that you will need as well. You need to get these things so you can bribe your the assembly. I'm going to talk about assembly a little bit later. I'm going to buy 10 items first, and once you buy 10 items, you get this lucky lottery. Another thing you want to make sure you do on a daily basis. You buy your lucky lottery, and then you just go ahead and use it. There's 5 different tiers. You can potentially get some equipment, legendary equipment. You can get nether quartz, 100 for free. Or you can get gate keys, which basically I'll explain what gate keys are. Or you can get another 50% AP potion, which is all good. Unless you lose, you only get 500 health. All right, so let's go ahead and touch the screen. We'll go ahead and use one. You have to use it daily. You can't get more. You got to use it. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything good here. But honestly, this is just, you get it just by buying 10 items, okay? So as a free-to-play player, all you have to do is use the hell that you earn for free, and you can get them. We're going to go back to the Dark Assembly, and now you can see you can choose what you want to do. So what I can do is I can say, I want to increase my experience points earned by 1.5 times. That uses up 50 experience points, or 50 points for the bill, and then anything I do, I will get 1.5 times, which really helps with quick level up. And so I'm not going to do that right now. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let's see. I've been sort of wanting to increase my shop rank. Now I'm at customer rank 10, and I'm trying to purchase these armor and weapons. Like right now at level 10, I'm still just getting rare. I'm not getting any legendaries often, and I think the higher your rank goes, the better items you get. So I'm thinking I want to try and spend 100 points to get myself a higher rank. And so I'm going to go ahead and spend 100. And you can see here now what I need to do is, you can see there's a viability at the top. I stand a chance. That's because all of these assembly members, they're not really favorable to my build. Okay, so what I can do is I can say, well, I can turn your negative affinity to something that's favorable. And so I'm going to go ahead and give them a golden candy, bribe them, And let's see, so now went from from negative to slightly negative, and so I need to bribe again. And so let's go ahead and use one more time. This one only, goes up by a little bit, and so I need to use 3 in order to go up to slightly favorable. With this one, I'm going to go ahead and bribe, and I'm going to change this to how do I change this? Oh, I guess I'm going to go ahead and bribe, and I'm going to use the gold bar. Gold bar will go up by 2. So anything that's like, so this one's going to go from negative to neutral. Right? So we'll go to neutral, and let's see, is there a slightly negative? If there's any slightly negative, that's perfect to use. And so here's the slightly negative. I'm going to go ahead and bribe, get it to slightly favorable. So now my viability is a safe bet, but that's not quite good enough. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and change this. We're going to change the we're going to change all the neutral to slightly favorable to give myself the optimum chance for winning. And I'm almost certain at this point everything's like slightly very favorable, slightly favorable. We got 1 negative, which is okay, and then pretty favorable, neutral. We'll do one more just to get it to basically like absolutely certain. I don't want to lose my vote because that's going to cost me 100 points, and that's expensive. So we're going to go ahead and start a vote. And we can see that everyone's going to say yes, a couple of no's, but we still pass the bill. So now my customer loyalty rank has been increased to 11. All right. And so this is sort of like what my focus has been. I kind of want to see if I can push up to 15. And here's a benefit too. If you take a look what I just did there, I just, did assembly, and here's a special mission. So the special mission tells me that I need to pass assemblies. So if I pass 5 assemblies, I will earn these items. And so I could have chosen like the easy way out and just did like the cheaper ones, but I figured there's 12 days for me to do this, and I just need 5 times. I'm just gonna do this over the next 5 days. Magic Man, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Just want to say thanks for showing me the game again. I've been really enjoying this, and it's been great. I've been loving this. I just wanted to kind of share like how I've been playing, and just kind of hopefully people will like this as well. And we're also going to go ahead and pick up some of this. So like, I'm almost done. Like I'm almost done picking up all of the rewards already. So that's really good. And you missed it, Magic Man. By the way, I picked up. I spent 15,000 quartz on summons, and I managed to pick myself up 3 Attire Roslins, 2 Kilia, and 1 Velvetoris, as well as additional Sicily, and also I got myself a Yukimaru. So I got a bunch of 4-star units from my pulls. The very last one is going to be a really good one. I think I might even like highlight that because that was pretty awesome. Skylar, you've deleted Legendary after years of playing, and you deleted the Google Play account that you had the game, so you're over for real. And I think that is probably where a lot of people are at right now. The game is just at a point where it's just not really, I don't know. It hasn't gotten any better recently. Like if you've watched me for the last 2 months, I've basically got nothing, and so my level of playing for that game has dropped like by a ton. So instead, I'm playing this right here, and I'm perfectly fine with that. All right, so let's go ahead and play the event right here. So we got 13 days here. If you take a look, this is how I earned 3 copies of Noel. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and collect all of these points, and you can see there's more quartz. Like every event, like I'm just collecting quartz, and I was down to oh my gosh, there's a ton. Let's go ahead and collect them all because I've been playing a bunch. So we're gonna go ahead and keep earning. We're gonna keep collecting, and now what we're gonna do is gonna show you what happens when we go back to the stronghold. You can see I just collected a bunch of things, but that's not in my it's not. I don't have it yet. It's in my inbox. So I'm going to go ahead and collect my inbox. I was at 250, and just like that, back up to 580 already. All right, so I've already back up to 580 quartz. Keep in mind, like these events happen like pretty regularly, so this is a good way to earn more gems, more quartz, and you can just use that and then just do more summons, right? And we got more items here. You can see just a ton of things. Just like basically, as you play, all you're doing is you're spending a ton of time just collecting items, and that's one of the draws as well. You just keep gaining things, and we got another 150 quartz. We're back up to 730, already halfway to doing another 10 summon if I wanted to. So my goal is I'm going to save up to my next time. The next time I'm going to do a big summon is probably going to be when I build up to 15,000 again, and we'll see. Like if I enjoy the game enough, I may actually spend a little bit of money on the game. Like I don't mind spending money when I think that it's valuable for my time. But right now, playing as a free-to-play, really enjoying it. And let's go back and play a couple of the missions here. So we're going to go and do the mission here. And each of the missions is also like a mini... it's like a mini episode, if you will, of a... mini episode of like an anime, that you can watch. So you can kind of go through, you can listen, you can watch the event sort of go through. You can read the event. I'm actually kind of following through, and I'm just gonna skip it here. You can always go back and watch it again. So you can always go back and watch the events afterwards as it unfolds. We just got more more quartz now. Let's go ahead and play a. We're gonna go ahead and play a few episodes here, and here's Kalia. So like there's a whole story that's unfolding. We're gonna skip this again. Like I said, you can always go back and watch, but the goal here is we are gonna go and play these events. So Noelle and some of these special characters, they all give you 50%. And so what I could technically do is let's see, I could change my party, right? And let's see. I want to see if I can change the party to units that give me additional, and so I want to see if I can put in. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to this. So we got 2 units that can give me 30%. So we're gonna gain 60% in our battle. I think that's okay. Let's see if we get any better here. No better with party 1. So we're gonna go in party 2, and then we'll just kind of play. So again, just going through auto is pretty simple, but I can also choose to play because I want to see these animations. I have my settings set to showing ones I haven't seen before. So we're gonna see her skill. So this is Attire Rosalind's battle skill, New Year Princess. So I didn't put any weapons or anything on her, so she's gonna be a little bit weak, but I'm going to be leveling her for sure. Malfenmore, is the story influenced by who you managed to summon? I don't think so. I think the story is probably the same. Well, I can't say for sure. Like, if other people have other sort of main characters that have started, maybe it might be different, but I feel like it would be way too complicated for a story to be different. I feel like it might be the same. I just decided to stick with Laharl, and that happened to be the main character in the story as well. And so let's go ahead and attack, and let's see what Velvatoris's skill is going to be like. Because Velvatoris is also a new character, although I guess I must have seen his battle, because I must have seen his skill before, because it just kind of disappears. So let's go ahead and just auto fight, and we'll see what we earn. Magic Man, you saw an earlier post about gems drying up even after the new quest dry up. Yeah, so I think what he's saying is like, there are a lot of different events that will give you coins and or give you gems. Like, I feel personally that I can continue to play and I'll just be able to slowly earn enough to summon. And I feel like after my 10 summons, I feel like I have enough to go off of. I can build up my current team. I have enough to field a really strong team, I think, and I should be good. And so we also get 3 stars here, so we get 30 quartz also just by passing the missions. And then we get a little bit of experience so that we can keep going with that. And this is sort of like all I'm doing, right? So the goal here is as you pass these special events, so there's 12 days here, I have 22,000 points. And what we're going to do with those points, mostly I earned that just from like completing the missions. But what we're going to do with those points is we can exchange for them. So I can use these to also exchange for Fubuki. So you can see there's like 5 potential Fubukis, but with my current power level, I can probably earn 3, which gives me another exchange 2. And you can see all the other rewards here. I can get my reincarnation gem at level 1, level 2, and level 3. I think once you get to like much higher level, you're gonna need these ones, but these are hard to farm. So this is a really good way for me to get additional resources really easily for free. I can get these skill books that make my weapons stronger, my skills stronger. But I think I'm going to focus on getting Fubuki as well, because it is another 4-star unit that I don't have to summon. I can get for free, and then I can use this. Man, Mount Fillmore, you're just super salty with every game. It's like you're very cynical about sort of like where things stand. I guess Legendary or Network must be making you really negative about everything. I think there is always a chance that these things could happen, but right now I'm enjoying the game for what it is. It is fairly new still, so there's no telling where things could go. But for me right now, I like what I'm seeing. I really do like what I'm seeing. Where they will get you though is the main story. So take a look here, right? So I'm on the easy mode. All right, I'm easy mode, episode 6, and they're already at level 420. Here's a normal episode 1, and they're 170, so I can actually technically go through the normals now. But like it's getting really hard to get to the to get through the easy. In fact, let's go ahead and use my main team right now. So we're gonna use party 1. We're gonna use my main team for now, and we're going to battle out this. So half of my team is below the average of the enemy's level, so you can just see like the big difference here. It's like I was dealing millions of damage, now I'm barely dealing like 30,000-40,000. And here's where I can also do some protection. And so the protection I'm gonna want to I guess I'm gonna wait for my Etna to protect my Majin Etna. So let's go ahead and use this. Or I guess I can do Lahal. So I'll pick up my Majin Etna, lift character, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do an attack afterwards. But I'll probably be able to take him out anyways. It's like the reason why you want to do lift is if you need to pass a level that says all of your characters need to survive, and you have one weak character that's about to die, you're almost there. Lift up the character. You can go ahead and beat the level without losing them. Okay, so these big guys in the back, they're super strong. And if I don't take them out, you're going to see like they're going to deal tons and tons of damage to my unit. So you can see they already took out my... who did they take out? They took out one of my units there. I think they took out Noel. But we should be fine, because I do have a couple of them at 600, so they do make up for it, and they're able to deal some damage there. The main level, sort of the main campaign, is the best way for you to earn experience, so you can rank up. So right now I'm at rank 18, and you can see I have 163 experience for every level I pass, and so pretty easily I'll be able to get to rank 19, 20. Not really sure what those rank really help you with just yet, but and you can see like I don't have a mission 2 or mission 3 unlocked. I'm gonna have to go back later. For mission 2, I need to have 2 or more male members, so I also have to mix up my team right now. Right now I only have Laharl in here, but if I had brought in a male as a ally, then I could have that would work in my favor. So that was so that was actually okay, and I'm also gaining new experience here. And by clearing this, I'm also going to get 50 nether quartz. And so this is sort of like my focus right now. I'm trying to get through episode 7, because episode 7, once I unlock it, I'll be able to unlock Overlord's Tower. Not sure what that is, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Conquest battle, there's nothing yet, so I'm waiting to see what happens there. I tried to do the character gate. This is where you can earn a bunch of Majin Etna. But check this out. Their lowest level, enemy levels at 1900. 1900, so I got a long way to go. This is for people who are like super high level already. So eventually I can get there. I think the maximum level character you can go up to is 9999. So it is possible to get there, but it's going to take a while. Alright, so that's probably at the point where just using free to play tokens probably will not be quite enough, but I'm going to try my best to see how far I can get, because I have personally, succeeded in playing a free to play game, a different one I'll probably showcase at a later date, and I was able to get really far with it. Like, I'm probably one of the top players there, right? So I think that it is definitely possible. Alright, so let's take a look at our memory shop, because I think what we can do is we can earn some more yeah, so by getting this and getting them to level 100 or more, we're also getting some of their story. We unlock a little bit of stories, and we earn some quartz there. So just remember, like, keep on top of these things. Just make sure that you earn these items. and then go back and collect them afterwards. So go and skip that. You can always go back and watch, and then we'll go back to our stronghold, and you can take a look again. We have a bunch of gifts again to claim. And so this is sort of like, you know, I haven't done a whole lot, and this has already taken, how long has the stream been going for? Like a good 40 minutes or something like that, right? Almost an hour. So it is easy to spend a lot of time on this game, and there's a lot of things to do. I really enjoy it. I think that it is it is a lot of fun. There's also more challenge you can do. So like, you know, I'm still waiting to decide on what I want to do to get my 4-star to 5-star. I think I might try to awaken my Rosalind to 5-star and see either her or my Laharl. And here I need to clear episode 6. That's going to take a little bit because I think I need all my characters to 700 to successfully pass that. So we'll see. But yeah, so far, you know, enjoying the game quite a bit. If you're just starting out, feel free to try and look me up. I clear my friends list pretty regularly, and so if you want to look me up to add me as a friend, let me know, and I can try and open up some spot for you also. Just take a look and see questions here. So Matchman, there's no PvP, so you don't feel like there's too much pressure for massive power creep. The game revolves around controlling your own power growth. Yeah, so for me, like, I like to power up as quickly as I can, and then what I normally do is I power up as much as I possibly could, then I'll hit a stopping point, and I'll just keep grinding until the next sort of like, you know, boost, and I'm okay with that. That's like my personal style, so that's how I like to play. But I think for a lot of people, like, you may just like, you know, play a little bit here and there. Just kind of, you can be really slow because the levels have like different degrees of difficulty. And everyone should be able to go through the easy ones. And so you can take your time with it, play as fast, as slow as you like. Me personally, I just like to see my characters grow and get stronger over time, and which I'm looking forward to do. And so like right now, what I'm thinking about is, you know, if I wanted to awaken, I need 5 of the units of the same rarity. And so if I wanted to, like, you know, I need to develop my units to 4 stars still, and because I opened a bunch, I have some printies also. I can get into 2-star. Eventually I'll be able to get into 4 stars, and we got these 4-star printies for free, so that means my first 5-star unit is going to be basically a free one with all these printies. Still trying to decide who. I think personally, I think it might be Rosalind. We'll see. And you can see I can use these printies for my I can use my printing for my first 5-star, and that's going to help me also unlock some rewards and whatnot. And so we'll see. And so Matchman, you got your 15,000 cores as well. So you should do a 10 times opening to get some really good units. I'm pretty happy with my pull. Probably going to highlight the one where I got the 5 4-star units in a single pull. We'll see. We'll see about that. But anyways, I just wanted to sort of share the game, share how things go. Like, I could go on for hours with this stream probably, but I feel like this showcase is mostly what I wanted to show. And tomorrow, what I'm going to be focusing on is I'm going to be making sure that I go through and get through all of these. One last tip: if you go through humanoid and monster at level 2, at stage 2, you're going to be able to earn those shiny gems for reincarnating from, like, you know, level 300 to 400, which is what you need. And so you can double up on the number of gems you could potentially do. So make sure you go through all of these stages. Really useful. And once you run out of attempts, you can use the gate key, and you can still unlock it. You can do multiple times, and so you can always easily farm and get your characters leveled up. In fact, that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to show you. So we went through the humanoid one, and this is the gem farming. So I don't need to bring in any low levels because I'm not looking to level them up. Right now I'm just looking to earn some reincarnation gems for the monster types. So monster type, Disgaea is going to be your top tier unit, which I have, and I'm going to level her as well. But unless you're playing the experience gauge, just bring your strongest characters so that you can farm these items, and we'll see if we can get lucky and get ourselves a shiny gem for reincarnation. Otherwise, we'll at least get the monster ones. Aren't the monsters just furries? Pretty much. Like anything that's like a beast type or anything like that, they're all like monster types. I really need to go and watch the previous series and watch the anime, just kind of get a better sense of it. This is like, there's been many iterations of this, and so like I'm just kind of new into it. But I'm very interested. I'm very intrigued, and I'm curious and to see what it's going to be like. So let's take a look and see. We're going to be finishing up on our attacks pretty soon. Let's see what we earn at the end of this. So right now we have 14 of those shinies. That is really the bottleneck for me leveling higher. And the question I have in my mind, which I need to research a little bit more, is it better to have a... Is it better to develop them sort of almost parallel, like you know, bring most of them to equal value, so like all 5 units in my party to be 600, or have, you know, 3 of them at 400, 1 at 600, and push another one all the way up to 800, 900. I feel like if I push at least one of them to 900, I can have it be the carry and just demolish the rest of the team and level them up, level my other units along the way. We'll see. Hey, we got 2 of these shinies, so now we have 16 of these. So like, you know, this is the best way for you to farm for items, and I'm thinking of exploring like just pushing one of them up all the way up to like 1,000 and see what happens there, because that's going to help me at least, you know, get past the levels I need to, while on a daily basis just go through the experience gates to just level them up. We'll see what happens. Sky's the limit here. Lots of different opportunities, lots of different ways to play, and I'm going to definitely try to grow as quickly as I could. So this is progress after what, 8-9 days of playing, which I think is pretty good, right? I feel that I'm going relatively fast, and I haven't spent a single dime on this just yet. So pretty happy with this. That's all I'm gonna do for today, guys. Thanks for joining me for this. Again, I didn't really have anything specific I wanted to showcase. Just wanted to play through, talk to you guys about this a little bit. Check it out. Let me know what you think, and comment down below and let me know, you know, if you're playing the game, and we can probably swap friend codes to add each other's friends or whatnot, just to help each other out. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Have a good night, and I will see you in the next episode for whatever it is I choose to stream or make a video of. Okay. Take care.